Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your today's Oracle reading for 2/5/22, Saturday. The cards have been prayed upon and divined, and the messages are as follows. The first card that was drawn is from the Good Tarot deck, and it is a Five of Water. She looks like she is in deep thought and maybe not quite grounded in that thought because the water's a little murky and she's just she's got her familiar, but she's just kind of floating around, not quite clear. And this says that I am present in my feelings today. I fully forgive myself and others and let go of emotions that were holding me back. And this card is about being clear in your decisions, because in life there's ebb and there flows. We have times when we feel stopped up and stuck, and we have times when we're really clear about our decisions and where we're going. This card is about getting clear. It's about taking self inventories on a regular basis and being okay with exactly where we are. Being okay that the decisions we made, though we may or may not be getting exactly what we thought we would be getting from those decisions are exactly what we meant to make. We did not make decisions based on having not being willing to make a decision. We did not make decisions based on not spending the proper amount of time looking at it from all angles. And whatever we got as a result of making that decision, we are clear how we got there, because a rigorous inventory will allow us to be free. Even if we are clear that that decision is now calling for us to make another decision, and we haven't quite decided what that decision is, we still are clear because we're willing to call things what they are. And we're not doubtful that, uh, or we're not fooled or fooling ourselves that the job that we took has no real future in it, that the seed that we planted is not growing, that the trip that we took was not one we necessarily wanted to take, but we went to appease someone. We call the things as they are so that we can move clearly to the next phase of our unfoldment. The next card that supports or challenges this Five of Water and this fearless inventory is from the Language of Light deck, and it is the inner voice. The inner voice. It's like some freedom in that, too. The inner voice says that once we ask for clarity, everything in our world and affairs will show us exactly what it is we need to move forward. There'll be signposts everywhere. It'll be knocking you upside your head. So, the only thing you have to do is make a clear question to Spirit, to the universe, to the Christ light, to the love within, as to whether or not you're moving in the way Spirit would have you move, whether or not this is a good place for you to be, whether or not things are in harmony. Ask the questions. Should I be living in this state? Whatever it is your question is, ask and then pay attention to the signals around you. It's impossible for Spirit not to answer you. Ask. Final word in this reading is from the Carolyn Meese archetype deck, and it is dilettante. Well, the dilettante speaks to being okay with however much time you want to spend in your endeavors. Because there's always going to be someone who is more versed in anything that you do, who decided to spend their entire life learning about a specific thing. But if you have joys that call you, don't let that be a reason why you don't put your foot in the water. That you don't decide, well, I think I'll string some beads. Or I think I want to wrap jewelry. Or I think I want to learn to be a massage therapist. Does that mean I'm going to be the best one? Well, if that's what you want to devote your life to, then I think you will be a better one. But some things we just want to wet our whistle. We want to see what it's like. We want to get our hands in it. We want to put our fingers in clay. We want to make a vase. Does that mean I want to spend the rest of my life as a vase maker? Maybe, maybe not. But it is okay to love the arts, to take a bite out of whatever is calling you. But it is also clear. It's also a moment. It also asks that we take a moment and say whether or not, if we are doing things in an amateurish way and we're okay with it, is that we don't represent ourselves in some way that we're not. Be clear that this is not something that I devote my life to. This is something that I like. This is something that I find joy in. This is something that I hope helps other people. And then be okay with it. Well, that's the reading for today, Saturday, the 5th of February. Be clear is what it's saying. Don't lay in the murky waters too long. Be okay with whatever the inner voice tells you. And follow your joys. And don't let anybody tell you that it is not okay to learn something about something you like. You do not have to be an aficionado. There are enough of those around. Give thanks for your time. Namaste, and have the best Saturday of your choosing. Be well.